guys, welcome back to my channel again this week for another video. For those of you who don't know, my name is Karina. I'm also known as the Artistic Newfie here on YouTube, and my other social media links are down in the description. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I also have a Etsy store and a store NB down in the link below if you want to check that out as well. Before we get into the painting here today, just wanted to say thank you to all the new subscribers, and for those of you who keep coming back to watch my videos, greatly appreciate it, and I'm glad you're still hanging around. I was planning on doing a little bit of a giveaway during Halloween, but I think because I'm getting so close to 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to hold off until I get there, and I'll kind of just bundle everything all together and show you guys what the giveaway is when we get closer to 2,000 subscribers. I know a lot of you are saying, oh, you're only at 2,000 subscribers, and that's not a lot, but for me it is. I've been working on my YouTube channel for a very long time, and I'm really happy to be getting where I am. It's taken some time, so it's pretty cool. So back to the painting here. We have a galaxy painting. I was on Pinterest one day and I was looking at some wood slices that people had painted on and thinking, I have wood slices and I have paint. Let's see what we can create. So I went digging and I found a few pictures on Pinterest that I really liked in this kind of a style with the galaxy background and some mountains and trees. Some didn't have trees, some just had mountains or a body of water or some kind of thing like that. But I really liked the way the mountains look, and I thought, hey, let's go and give this a try. So I picked some different colors from the images that I did see on Pinterest. So I did pick a oh my goodness, I did pick the colors that I can't pronounce. It was a dark purple, dioxazine, did I say that right? Purple. I picked a medium magenta, an ivory black, and I used a little bit of white as well. So, and I do have two different colors of black there to the side. Well, it's kind of more of a blue. That's not black. I'm just looking at my colors here now in front of me, and I have no clue what color blue I used. But if I'm not mistaken, it might have been cerulean blue. Don't quote me on that. But I cleaned up in a hurry after I painted this picture because I had some issues that I had to deal with. Life always seems to be getting in the way recently when I'm trying to do some art, and it's beginning to get a little bit frustrating because art's kind of like my de-stressor, and I've been finding that I haven't been able to sit down and do much of it lately. So hopefully I can get back on track. But I'm digressing, and so these are Liquitex Basics paint that I'm using here, and to get the gray I just mixed some white and gray, white and black, not gray, white and black together to get the different tones of gray that I'm using, which was pretty simple to do. Do I like painting on wood? I do like painting on wood. I hate painting on this kind of wood. I found I didn't put any gesso on this, and I kind of just painted on top of the wood grain. Some of you are probably going to say, well, you should have probably put some gesso on there first. I didn't want to. I hate using gesso. I really do. I hate it. I don't like painting on gritty surfaces or surfaces that aren't smooth. This was not a smooth surface by any means. It had a lot of texture, and I found myself to be struggling with the paint a little bit more than I usually do. That's what I'm trying to get out. When I paint on wood, I try to paint on MDF, or some people would call it Ranger board. And if you watch my last studio vlog, I did pick up a few pieces of MDF at the local dollar store. I'm going to keep an eye out there to see if they keep bringing this in, because I really like the thickness of it. I like the fact that it's nice and smooth, and it's very easy to paint on, and I find that it could just be me, I don't know, but I find that the acrylic paint doesn't seep into the wood as much. And with that being said, this painting here turned out really nice. I was kind of, I guess, a little bit iffy for myself about the mountains because I'm not a mountain painter. I don't paint landscapes, and usually when I'm doing like a night sky or a galaxy or what have you, I tend to add trees in there, maybe a bird here and there, but this time I left that out and I went just with the night sky and a little shooting star that you see a little bit later, and some things like that. So I did struggle quite a bit, like I said, with painting on here, but maybe it's because I haven't really painted with acrylics for a while now, and I've been trying to get back into watercolor painting and learning how to draw hands. So that's been my kind of go-to thing for the last little while. I cut out some little almost ATC sized little pieces of watercolor paper back to do Inktober, and then I ended up getting a job and I couldn't do Inktober, so I'm like, hey, why don't I use these little pieces of paper, learn how to draw hands, and I can do some little things and paint them, and maybe somebody will want them one day. I don't know, but that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get back into painting, whether it be acrylics or watercolor, and after I'm done work in a couple of weeks while I'm looking for another job, I may venture into oil painting, because I do have I have all the supplies for oil painting, and I've had it for a year now, but I haven't really been able to get into painting it, to using it, sorry. And a couple other things that I wanted to get into as well. I know I'm moving away from the painting here, but there's not really a whole lot more of it that I could talk about. Not until closer to the end anyway. A couple of things that I wanted to get into is maybe doing some modeling with some clay, and I did go to the dollar store. If you watch my next studio vlog, there will be like another little dollar store haul there, I guess. I said I wasn't going to go back to the dollar store anymore in my last video, but I lied. And so I picked up some air dry modeling clay to see how I like working with that. It's probably completely different to polymer clay, but I figure if I don't enjoy one, I may not enjoy the other. So I'm going to try to make some little clay pins. I know I've been making like the shrink film lapel pins, and people seem to really enjoy those, so I really appreciate it for those of you who've placed orders. And those, if you're watching and you've bought my lapel pins at like conventions or whatever, I really appreciate that as well. I want to make some clay pins, and I'm afraid that they will get broken in the shipping process. So I have to do some research, but I really do like the idea of working with clay, and I have the Fimo stuff in my shopping cart on Amazon. So if you would like to leave some recommendations down below, it'd be greatly appreciated. I know that air dry clay and polymer clay, which needs to be baked in a kiln or an oven or what have you, is a little bit different, but like I said, I figured if I didn't like one, I may not like the other one, so I'm going to give it a go and see what happens with that. Anyway, that's my reasoning behind everything. Let's give it a go and see what happens. The other thing that I am going to be doing is I'm going to try to make some foil stickers at home. So if you're interested in stickers at all, you can keep an eye out on my Etsy store. It won't be until after Christmas, but I will be attempting to do some foil art, foil work, I don't know, what have you. If you want to see that on the channel, let me know, because I will do a video on that as well. I do have a video coming up. Will most likely be the first week, maybe the second week in January, where I'm testing out a product that was sent to me by a Canadian company. I'm not going to get into any details, but it's kind of interesting. I don't know how I'm going to incorporate what it is into making an art piece yet, because I haven't used this type of product before to make art, but it could be very interesting. So it's something to look forward to on the channel, if you're into that. Going back to the painting here now, I guess. So I tried to make some stars in the background, and I tried a few different kinds of medium. I'm using my, what is it called, Bleed Proof White, Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White, to try to make some stars here. And I don't know what happened, but it went on and it smeared everywhere, or they were going on too thick, and it was just a nightmare, and it felt like one thing was going wrong after the other. So you'll see here that I eventually, I think I clean this off and go back in, and there you go. And I try it again, and after a couple times I did get it to work, and I did put in like a little shooting star there as well. One of the things about this painting that I did not get on video is that I did coat it in resin. If you want to see that process in another video, please let me know, because all of the MDF pieces that I did pick up at the dollar store, I am going to coat them in resin after I do the paintings on there, because I really absolutely friggin' love how it looks. It's nice and shiny, and it just, it looks really, really nice. So I'm hoping to be able to get that done. I do have 7 gallons of resin sitting in my Amazon shopping cart. And that's going to be hopefully arriving after Christmas, because I won't get it in time for Christmas now. My husband did pick out some Christmas gifts for me. I already know what they are because I actually picked them out myself. But that's like all my foil stuff and things like that. So that'll be here before Christmas. So maybe during Christmas at some point in time I'll sit down and record a video, because I do have a few days off, and I can show you like a little Christmas haul and maybe work with that a little bit. But I will be getting the resin after Christmas because I can't place the order until next week, and then it'll be Christmas, so you know the mail's gonna halt and all that kind of stuff, and so we'll get into that later. I also picked up, as you saw in the one of the other videos there, that I picked up some wires, so I'm hoping to incorporate that into some resin products as well. Again, I'm digressing from the video here, but I had a lot of trouble working with this video, with wood, I mean, and recording this video too, I guess. This is my 4th, 5th time trying to do the voiceover here, because I'm using my phone to record the voiceover, so every time I get through, like halfway through, I get a text message, and it takes my attention away, and then I have to start all over again. So hopefully I'm 11 minutes in, we're almost done this video, so I hope the phone stays quiet for now. But I just wanted to thank you guys again for watching, and I know this video has been a little bit rambly. I will get back into doing these voiceovers, and hopefully they won't be so all over the place in the next few videos. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Guys, again, I'm exhausted, and I had a 16-hour day yesterday, and it's not all at work, but I had a 16-hour day in general, and it gets very exhausting after a while. But I really do hope that you enjoyed watching the video here, and I hope maybe you learned something from it. And if you decide to go and paint a picture like this yourself, please let me know how it came out down in the comments, or if you'd like, you can go over to Instagram and tag me in your artwork so I can see how it all turned out. And give me a follow, and possibly I'll follow back. So you can let me know what your artwork is like over there. Leave a comment down below, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and all that fun stuff. But I'm gonna leave you guys with the rest of this video here now, since it's almost over. And if I don't put up another video before Christmas, I hope everyone has a great holiday, and you have a great time with family and friends, and whatever it is that you do around this time of year. Alright guys, thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully not as exhausted and able to talk a little bit better. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.